Ain't no way. I just keep losing, bro. We just keep on losing. This is not right, bro. We supposed to be better than this. This is like, bro. I might have to find me a new team, because this is not it, bro. We can't be losing like this, bro. To the 49ers. And then they about their starter. He's a third string quarter. Dak, bro, I swear, I can't, bro. Yeah, I got some recommendations for new teams I could like, bro, because this is it. I'm done being a Dallas fan. I can't be it no more. Y'all keep letting me down, bro. Since 2016, y'all keep doing this since 2016. We're not going to win a game. We need to win.
What's up, everybody? Let's talk birds with your boy, Mizzy Mez, CoolCat on YouTube, representing the birds. I got a special guest on the show, CG Ruthless Sports, a Bang Bang Niner gang, the faithful. How you doing, my guy? We can't hear you.
Oh, how's it going?
I'm going good. What up to everybody in the chat? Man, we got a big game coming up here for the NFC Championship game. It's the San Francisco 49ers thinking they're coming down to the link and getting this dub, but we'll talk about it. So how you feeling about what you guys start off saying first of all before we start this?
Oh, definitely appreciate being on the show, dude. It is a blast to go on CoolCat Connor's show once again, dude. It has to be the best week of the week. You had to see two of the best teams. This is a heavyweight battle. The winner goes to the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly. And you know what's funny? When you invited me to your show, the 49ers won. Now I'm inviting you to my show. Something to think about. But anyway, how do you feel about the 49ers making Cowboy fans cry and beating them up? How was that win?
It felt great to see millions of Cowboy fans crying and making excuses across the world. And we can agree on that, okay? Like, definitely.
Yes, we can.
We were glad to take them away, but the dep is due. We did y'all a favor, but we'll see what happens this Sunday, okay? Yeah, you invited me to the stream, but if I'm correct, man, didn't you connect my channel into it? It's kind of like you sent me the invitation, so of course I'll take the VIP lounge, man.
There you go. Hey, you invited me to your show, and we didn't even collect, didn't no link or nothing last time that happened. But now you're a part of my show. Now you're on Bird Talk. So let's get started with some stuff. First things first, talk about that game, what you liked, what you didn't like, your thoughts on Brock Purdy in that game. Go ahead and talk about that game that you won against the Cowboys.
What I didn't like about the game from the get-go was the first half. Like, first half, it wasn't as consistent. So you can take that away from the start. Cowboys were just giving us a tough matchup. Their defense was a lot better than what people give them credit for. I didn't like the fact I didn't like that we kicked field goals. That's what I hated, kicking field goals. I don't know if that's going to work against Philadelphia, but on the positive note, 2 turnovers on Dak Prescott. That was the only thing we came away with.
Dak Prescott's used to it.
Yeah, turnovers. It was waiting to happen. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers game was like, he looked great. The next week, not so much. So what I take away from that game was we limit their running game. So Tony Pollard, despite what happened to him, I wish a speedy recovery on the guy.
Mm-hmm.
It happens, but it's going to be an interesting matchup.
Exactly. For me, on my game, we dominated that game from the get-go. Jalen freaking Hurts looked like he wasn't even hurt. 2 touchdowns, 1 to Goddard. Y'all got some problems with covering tight ends now. Y'all got some problems with covering tight ends, right?
Not really. Dalton Schultz only had 5 catches, 27 yards, just 1 touchdown. That's all they had.
Yeah, because Dallas Goddard had a touchdown. Devontae Smith had a touchdown. I think Kenneth Gainwell had a touchdown. Jalen freaking Hurts had a touchdown. We ran down the throat of the New York Football Giants. Like we told the Giants, we own them. And now a big match ahead against the San Francisco 49ers. First things first, before we get to that game and injury report, Debo.
We know it's going to be loud, but no stadium is as loud as ours. But at the end of the day, they're at home, NFC Championship. They're going to be all round up. And, it don't really too much. We don't really too much feed into all that. We put the pads on and just go to work.
Okay, so tell me, because you be at that stadium a lot, how loud really is it in Levi Stadium, and what's your thoughts on what's it going to be at the Link? Because I can tell you, for a regular season game, it's loud. But when it comes to the NFC Championship, ask the Minnesota Vikings how it felt when they walked into that building as the best defense with a rookie quarterback. Ask them how it felt. But your thoughts on how loud Levi Stadium is and how you think it's going to be in my neck of the woods.
Well, to answer that question about Levi Stadium, I've been to like 9 games and great experience. I've been down Candlestick Park too. There's a different atmosphere, but it feels like the vibe is there. But I didn't go to that playoff game, which I would have loved to. But the difference between going to the Link, you guys got some passionate, crazy fans.
Yes, so we do.
It's nothing taken away from Raider fans. I think you guys are the most notorious fan base in all of sports. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah, man. Hey, Debo, I agree with you. Levi Stadium is loud. I haven't been there. One day I will, someday. But I haven't been there, so I know, knowing from you, it'll be loud. But man, we talking a regular season game at the Link is loud. It's loud. But an NFC Championship game at the Link, again, and I'm going to say to all you guys, ask the Minnesota Viking fans how it felt for an NFC Championship game at the Link. It is crazy. So, yes. Go ahead.
No, the environment's different. You're playing it in an away game, Lincoln Financial Field. It's kind of like a home field advantage for them. It's tough. But when you said about the Vikings rookie quarterback, no. Case Keenum was a veteran. He was just a guy that just looked pretty good on the system. We're playing a Brock Purdy rookie, man. The guy that was last pick in the draft, man. This is like your Nick Foles, your Kurt Warner stories of the world.
Yep.
So, here's what's going to happen, man. We're just going to see how this kid does. Everybody's been wanting that question. When is he going to come from behind? We've seen it from Vegas, but that's Vegas.
That's Vegas. Yeah, hold on. Before I let you finish, let's be real. When it came to Vegas, when it came to the Rams, Seattle, I don't really know. That's 50-50. That's family business between you guys. NFC West, salute to you guys. By the way, the NFC West podcast with Ruthless and the crew, go subscribe to him, please, and the crew. That's family business. But with the Raiders and the Rams, it's like 60% 49er faithful and like 40% Raiders and But go ahead.
Yeah, we just travel pretty well as fan
That's you
base,
do.
But I don't think it's going to be easy to outnumber your guys' fan base. You guys are very passionate, so it's going to be a dogfight.
Yes, it will.
So the Niners have the most appearances in the NFC conference. If you haven't looked at the stat sheet, we have the most appearances by any other team. I think it's our 18 appearances, if I'm mistaken, and we've only won 7 out of those games.
Exactly. It's going to be tough, but may the best team win. That's all I can say. It's going to be tough. So before we preview this game, let's get to the injury report. Mine is short. You guys are, so let's talk about it. First, we know Jimmy G is out. We'll talk about him in a few minutes. Christian McCaffrey didn't practice. Gonna be watching that. Debo, don't believe this because he was limited. I just saw the updated injury report. He was limited. So he'll be on the limited part. But Elijah Mitchell with a groin, he didn't practice. Now, we got Charles. I'll let you read this, CJ.
Charles Omenihu.
Yeah, Charles Omenihu. He was limited. Debo was limited. I have to say that because I saw a video of Debo practicing. And a Barmy Thomas ankle, he's limited. So talk about this injury report, CJ.
Well, it's not going to affect them from playing. They're just like playing it cautious with everybody. Like the rest of the guys on the injury report, like they're just. I looked at Elijah Mitchell's injury, and then I got the conference from Shanahan that he expects them all to play either way.
Yeah, I expect them all to play as well, but keep an eye out because remember that's a walkthrough. Tomorrow we'll know because that was a walkthrough. That's where the game plan comes in. Tomorrow we'll know. What's up? Where you hiding? How y'all doing? Davis.
What's up to everybody? What's up with Awesomeness Sports? What's up with Where You're Hiding? He was on my show earlier.
Yep, I saw. Salute to Where You're Hiding.
Shout out to Corey Davis.
Salute to everybody in the chat. How y'all doing? Who that?
Oh, that's a Saints fan named Nuzdar. And then check out Corey Davis, cool Niners fan. He met a lot of the 49er players at the game.
EP1, we going to blow the 49ers out 38. We'll see.
Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy.
I made my prediction on the Birds of Broad Street. There was a lot of 49er fans on the show with me, Notion, Simone, Trey, BG, Wheat. There was a lot of 49er fans in the comments, but we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be tough. Picture it as the game against the Falcons. Picture it as that, y'all, Eagles Nation. It's going to be close. We need to bring it. Yeah, we really do. Yep. So
we're gonna expect a dogfight. Like I said, this is a heavyweight battle. This is not gonna be a blowout. So get your popcorn ready. This is the team it's gonna come down to the wire. The best team is gonna win.
Exactly. And remember this. This might be whoever wins the Super Bowl, this might be the rematch. This might be a rematch next year. Just remember that 49ers gotta come back to the link. I saw our opponents. I think we face y'all here at the link again. So it's going to be a rematch. This ain't over.
I like it to be a rematch, but whoever wins, let's mark my words. All right, whoever wins, there's a good chance they're going to win that Super Bowl. So
exactly.
Like, the AFC kind of seems overrated, if I'm being real.
Yeah. Patrick Mahomes is hurt. We'll see. The Bengals got a banged up offensive line, so we'll see. Let's see where you have it. Niners have to play us since we both won our division.
Facts. I'm not disputing it. We're gonna have to play you guys first. Whoever wins is going to win the Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Let's put it this way. And to EC1, write down your receipts. But I'm telling you, it's not going to be the results you'll want. So I'll still be here. Doesn't matter what the outcome. Doesn't matter what the outcome is, dude. I'm still going to be here. I'm not like some of those other Niner fans. I'm here.
Yeah, I can see the flag. I know he don't leave. He don't leave. My injury report for the Philadelphia Eagles. Well, Lane Johnson with a groin, he was limited, but he'll play. Avonte Maddox, if he plays on, we're going to have a full squad on our team. Now, before we talk about this game, I'm going to ask you, because you got a quarterback problem. You got Brock Purdy, who's been playing well, and God forbid, I don't want to say it, but I'll say it because I'm respectful. If he wins this game and potentially wins you guys the Super Bowl, how you feel about Brock Purdy? Because I know how you feel about Jimmy G. We'll talk about it. How do you feel about Brock Purdy? And then I'm going to ask you about Trey Lance and Jimmy G. First, Brock Purdy. How you feel about him?
Well, okay. If this happens, it's not even a question. I mean, give him the job. I mean, you win the title. It's something that the Philadelphia Eagles should have did with Nick Foles. They should have kept him the starter. But we get a chance to see how this kid's made of. I say you win a Super Bowl, you earn your job. Point blank. I mean, it's hard to win a Super Bowl, but if you win the Super Bowl and you get better, it's only going to make the team going forward with the chemistry. You want the chemistry. You want, like, the team around them. These players are liking what Brock Purdy's bringing to the table. So this guy wins a Super Bowl. This can be a Walt Disney movie. This can be on Netflix. This can be in Hollywood. Like, this is like a movie since The American Underdogs. This can be like the Invincible kind of movie in a way. You know, there's a lot of different parts, but we're not getting too ahead of you guys. We're taking it one game at a time. So I'm not taking the Eagles lightly. I said this is going to be the toughest test.
Yes, sir. Now, Jimmy G, because I know you have issues with Jimmy G. Do you want him back in the 49ers? Do you don't? What do you want to do with Trey Lance? Go ahead and talk about it before we preview this game.
So what, like Trey Lance?
Yeah, Trey Lance and Jimmy G. What do you want to do with both of them?
Well, Jimmy G's
got Brock Purdy, because Brock Purdy is looking pretty good until he faces us. But outside, who do you want as your quarterback for 2023 is what I'm trying to tell you.
Jimmy Garoppolo's a free agent. We don't have to re-sign him. He's gone.
Right.
Trey Lance, keep him. Hey, you know what? Let it be a competition. I don't care. Let Trey Lance have a fair chance. I mean, it's not his fault he's injured, but the way you said it, if Brock Purdy wins, it's hard to give the job back to Trey Lance. I mean, I am a Trey Lance supporter, and I feel like if Brock Purdy wins it, he deserves the job. As much as I hate to say it, but it would be obvious. I'm going to say keep the two quarterbacks because Jimmy Garoppolo's a free agent, so he ain't coming back.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Jimmy can hit the road. Been right so far with my predictions. Let's see. CoolCat, you guys see G without the shades.
Yeah, my shades, but must have forgot them because I'm just like rushing in, man. I got done with Where You Hiding, and I had to go get me something quick to eat. But I got these earphones, the Niner earphones. So
hey, it's better than nothing. Better than nothing.
No, but I got the chain. You know, I got
there
the chain.
There you go. You still got the chain. You can make Purdy a long-term solution, whether you win this game or not.
I want winners. I don't care about what you've done, kid. If you win the Super Bowl, the job is yours. I don't really care about if you don't win, bro. No. Then let them compete for the job.
Yeah.
That's a different mindset. You win the Super Bowl, kid, your job is yours.
Exactly. So let's go ahead, preview this game, make our prediction and all that stuff. So, first things first, your defense versus my offense. The number one defense, the number one total defense takeaways is going to be hard because y'all had problems with running quarterbacks and, well, Jalen Franken! So, talk about it. What does your defense have to do against Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and the whole crew?
Yeah, mobile quarterbacks have been the Achilles heels of this defense. It's all about limiting your quarterback, and it's all about trying to make him throw the ball, if I'm being realistic about it. Your weapons, Devontae Smith. He is like one of your best receivers you've had, but having an A.J. Brown just makes this offense more scarier. So it's like you stole A.J. Brown from the Titans, and when you guys played Tennessee, that GM got fired. That you guys were the genius. You guys were the genius, but that's going to be a tough game plan. But guess what? The number one defense is number one in interceptions.
That is true. That is true. Go ahead.
But try to get it to your number two receiver. Maybe you'll have some hope there because your number one receiver, A.J. Brown, might have a pretty outstanding game probably. And that's not going to deny it. If you look at our statistics, the last two games, Seattle, DK Metcalf had 10 catches, 140 something yards. And then CD Lamb had 10 catches for 116 yards.
Yeah, they already been. I'm sorry, CG. Yeah, the injury update's already been up. We talked about it. But if you wanted to know, Lane Johnson and Avonte Maddox are limited. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. I'm sorry, CG. The injury report is up right here. Lane Johnson and Avonte Maddox are limited. Debo is limited, so don't read into this. Debo is limited along with the other two, but everybody else didn't practice because injury reasons. So go ahead, CJ.
Yeah, like you just said, your receiver's going to probably have one of those. It's going to have to come down to like another receiver to step up. I mean, you might need to try with Devontae Smith. You may need to try to test on Lenore because everybody's been picking on this guy. But if you look at the number two receivers in the playoffs that we played, Tyler Lockett, 4 catches, 16 yards.
Yep.
Michael Gallup, 0 catches, no yards. And this Lenore kid that everybody calls the weakest link, he has 2 interceptions in the playoffs.
Yep.
Try him. He'll prove you wrong.
Exactly. I understand because we do got Quez Watkins. That's the third option. Along with Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown. But don't forget about Dallas Goedert. We got Dallas Goedert back. So Jalen Hurts got him. Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell. Boston's got my offense has to run through Nick Bosa, man. I'm sorry. I got to say, Nick Bosa is a beast. Defensive player of the year. I'm sorry. Nick Bosa is better than Micah Parsons. I said it. He's better than Micah Parsons. What? Go ahead.
I approve this message. Nick Bosa is better than Micah Parsons. What did Micah Parsons did against the Niners? Absolutely nothing.
Exactly. We got to run on Bosa because, man, Bosa is a beast. I'm sorry. Bosa has how many sacks this season? Because we're going to talk about my defense side of the ball in a minute.
18 and a half sacks.
Micah Parsons don't even have that much of that. Come on now, Micah. And you're supposed to be a lion. Bosa a lion. And like Spa said, you got to run through Bosa. So that's where I need my offense to run the ball. If you got to give it to your playmakers, do it. A.J. Brown open, give it to him. But if they cover him, which I know, y'all going to double team A.J. Brown. I know this. Y'all going to double team A.J. Brown. Give it to Smitty. But if you double team them, you got Goddard or Quez Watkins. One of the two. If you got to cover any of them, run the ball on Bosa. Run the ball. And thank God, because Lane Johnson, ever since Lane Johnson been on the field, he hasn't gave up 1 sack. Let me let Nick Bosa know, because he's a Hall of Famer. Since Lane Johnson been on the field, he hasn't gave up 1 sack. Not one. So I hope that the guys of the offensive line keep an eye on Nick Bosa, because that guy's a beast. And then there's Jalen freaking Hurts. Continue to do what you've been doing. The MVP of the league in my eyes. Go ahead, CG. You was going to say that?
Yeah, Lane Johnson is the Oklahoma Sooners, which means he's a bona fide Hall of Famer. Remember, there's another Oklahoma Sooner great too, and he plays for the Niners. Trent freaking Williams.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that.
Yeah, but like you said, Your offensive line has been really outstanding too. But for us to have a better matchup is to go on the other side of the tackle. Mulatto, whatever his name is.
Jordan Mailata, yep. You're gonna have to go at the big Mailata. He's gonna have to have a game. I'm with you on that because we talking Jordan Mailata versus Nick Bosa. That's a matchup I can't wait for. What one of them is gonna get out. I can't wait. And Jalen Hurts continue to do what your question score prediction. We're gonna get to that.
I think he said the question on the top one right here. There's like another one up.
Which one? This one?
No, the next one up.
Oh.
Okay, let's answer Grandizer's question.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Before we get to the defense side of the ball, let's get to this one. Question: three keys for the 49ers in winning this game versus that. CoolCat, what's yours? All right, go ahead, CG. You start.
Okay. The way to win this game is to force the Eagles to pass the ball more, make them more of a one dimension. Try to force Jalen Hurts to throw the ball more than he usually does. If we can limit the running game, you guys are not going to score a lot of points. So that's the one key factor, is to limit the running game. Let's see. Number 2.
Yeah.
Time of possession. Run the ball. We've been doing that pretty well. If we keep this game closer, we can run out the clock and wear out your defense. So that's another key factor. And most of all, the key part of beating this Eagles team is to create some turnovers. So that's another factor. If we can get some pressure off Jalen Hurts and force some silly mistakes, the Niners have a chance to win this game. So those are my 3 keys.
All right. For me, it's simple. Number 1, protect Jalen Hurts at all costs. Did I forget to mention that Nick Bosa is a legend, a Hall of Famer? The Bosa brothers. Don't get me started with those guys. Come on now. The Bosa brothers. So protect Jalen Hurts at all time. Number 2, make Brock Purdy a rookie. He hasn't been tested yet. He's been tested with the Dallas Cowboys defense. He needs to be tested around the link. He's been comfortable at Levi Stadium with Bang Bang Niner game. Make him uncomfortable with the defense in Eagles Nation. And third and most importantly, no turnovers. No turnovers. He wants turnovers. I don't. You see the difference? He wants them. I don't. Let's keep the turnovers down a smig. Can we do that a little bit? Down a smig. He wants more. I need less. Go ahead, CG.
Yeah, the turnovers. It's a killer. So
yes, it is.
Everybody's been wanting Brock Purdy to be a rookie for once, right? It's been the time. They've been talking about it. This kid's gonna have his game. We haven't seen it. So can this be the week? We won't know.
We won't know. We got about a couple of days, 4 days left. Look, it's Thursday, Friday. We got 4 days left to find out. So those are the keys. We're going to get to our predictions after we talk about defensive coaching. Trent Williams versus Hassan Reddick and Fletcher Cox and the crew. Trent Williams, my God. So what does your offense? Salute to Tebow, by the way. I love the fact that he got the name after a Friday movie. Tebow. Oh. That's the best movie of all time. Don't at me. Now, what does Debo and Purdy and the offense of the 49ers have to do to stop my 70-sack defense?
Well, the best way to make your defense what it is, you just have to maintain establishing the running game. Try to make your defense more wear it out a little bit, and then you can create the play action. So that's the main factor. I know the Eagles have an outstanding defensive line. They got a lot of dogs in the field. You know, it's kind of hard to game plan on, but it's a much better offensive lineman than the Giants. So you're going to have to deal with guys like Trent Williams, some of our offensive linemen like Aaron Banks. He's kind of emerged. Spencer Burford, who I've interviewed in my show, is actually kind of up and coming. One of the best up and coming guards I praised about. I even said this kid was going to be a starter, and people thought I was on some drugs, but I said it, and I was correct about it. So the way it's going to work is we have to block you guys pretty good. Give Purdy a little time in the pocket. I dare you guys to try to blitz him because when he's under that kind of pressure, you leave some coverage open. He can just throw it.
Yep. Let's see. Am I worried about the Niners taking over your stadium? No, because for one, Eagles Nation takes over my stadium like nobody else. It is Lincoln Financial Field here in Philly, and tickets are high. You're going to have to be Will Smith or CG Ruthless or anybody to get these tickets.
Don't take prediction from this Rams fan. He's been a jinxer. He picked the Cowboys, bro. And Skip Bayless is picking you guys and hyping Jalen Hurts, man. That's not a good one. That's bad.
We don't owe him. We don't owe him. That's Cole, and that's Cole and the Cowboys. That's Cole and the Cowboys. Now I don't got tickets. I ain't rich like Will Smith. Trust me. We do not own Skip Bayless. What's up, man? How you doing? By the way, salute to everybody in the chat, man. Subscribe to CG. Subscribe to me. We do not own Skip Bayless. We don't listen to the media. You got people like Chris Sims saying that Jalen Hurts was a 25 ranked quarterback underneath Daniel Jones. We don't listen to the media. Come on now.
He seems like a Giants homer, if I'm being honest. I mean, okay. I can't take seriously what Skip's takes, bro. He needs to retire or get canceled. I cannot take Skip Bayless's takes very seriously. But when he picks a certain team, like he just picked the Eagles to win this game, and he talked about how Jalen Hurts should be in the conversation as MVP. So that's not a good. That's a voodoo right there, my guy.
Yeah, I know. That's why I do not like Skip. I like Shannon. Shannon's my favorite. I like Unc. I wish he was away from Skip because, my God. But go ahead. You were saying?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to have a pick with Skip Bayless. I would not want – dude, I would try to knock on that guy's door and tell him to delete that crap. Please. You have a – but in all seriously, dude, the Philadelphia Eagles, they're just going to be – tough challenge. I mean, everybody's taking us very lightly, and we're not taking you guys lightly, but everybody's
we ain't taking y'all lightly either, man, because trust me, we knew we talking the San Francisco 49ers in that defense. They're going to Eagles Nation, Tebow's going to bring a boombox. He's bringing a boombox for crying out loud. Be prepared.
Be prepared. But hey,
remember what he did. Hold on, CG. Remember what he did to the Dallas Cowboys last year. Debo brought a boombox to the freaking AT&T Stadium, and my God, I got a video of all the Cowboy fans crying. Be prepared. I'm sorry. I'm saying, CG. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You've seen it. You've seen. I'm about to show you right now. Hold on.
Super Gremlin music with the boombox. And here's the thing, man. How you guys gonna stop Debo? That's the question. He can run the ball. He can catch it. Dude, it doesn't matter what we do with Debo. I think Philadelphia has a tougher task to even stop this guy. I mean,
yeah.
You have an answer for Mitchell? Do you have an answer for McCaffrey? Ayuk?
Yeah, that's going to be – let me talk about my defense since you asked me that. Because it's going to be hard because you got Kittle, Ayuk, you got Debo. I guarantee that guy's going to be riding the bike. I guarantee he's going to be riding this Debo bike. Oh, my God. It's going to be hard for my guys to stop that, but they're going to have to. They got to. I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, but they got to. They got to muster up whatever's in their stomach, and they got to stop. They got to, because I need Slay. I need James Bradbury. I need Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. I need Fletcher Cox. I need Brandon Graham's going to be doing a whole lot of talking. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but he was at the 49ers game in 2020 and did a whole lot of talking and backed it up. So I need that in the worst way. You jumped over somebody. I don't know what. I think that was Slay. I don't know who that was, but he jumped over somebody for a touchdown. And don't get me started about CG.
I mean, dude, it's kind of been doubted for us, bro. We have been written off because of a third-string quarterback, and they just haven't.
If it was Jimmy, I get it, but it is Brock Purdy. It is Brock Purdy.
This is house money. This is a third string quarterback. There's no pressure. The Eagles are the favorite, bro. They're supposed to win.
It's really, we're a 2.5 favorite. It's not really a favorite. It's a 2.5.
But still favorites. You guys are home favorites by the looks of it. I mean, expectation, you guys have one of the best pass rushers. You guys have a lot of dogs.
Yep.
So if it was Jimmy Garoppolo, hey, I would have my doubts of it. But then again, Jimmy was looking spectacular before the injury. So
yeah,
I got to give credit to Brian Greasy, the quarterback coach, man. This guy has developed. He did a good job on the quarterback department. So if it wasn't for him developing that quarterback and actually telling one of the scouts to draft Brock Purdy, I don't think this would even happen.
Yeah, someone said there is pressure. San Francisco hasn't won a Super Bowl in a long time.
No pressure, bro. It's house money. You don't get the difference of pressure. The number one seed is hosting a home playoff game. They have home field advantage. They are playing in front of their crowds. They have a chance to get there. We don't have no pressure. Remember that. Third string quarterback. We ain't supposed to be here. So the fact that we're here, it's a bonus. So there's no pressure.
It's supposed to be Trey. To be honest with you, it's not supposed to be Jimmy G. Excuse me when I say that. It's not supposed to be Jimmy G. It's supposed to be Trey Lance, to be honest with you. So he's right, but again, we'll see what happens. Let's see. Bro,
there is no pressure. Dude, oh, my bad.
Go ahead, CB.
I can't take these Lambs fans seriously, bro, with their takes, bro. Like, what's the pressure? Do you know what the pressure is? The number one seed has the most to gain at this point. We don't.
Exactly, but everybody is picking you guys. I know you don't listen to the media, but everybody is picking you guys. Us too, but they're picking you guys the most to go to the Super Bowl.
I looked at the difference of all medias, bro. I checked out ESPN, everybody else, and I seen the difference. They're picking you guys straight up. Skip Bayless is just hyping on the train. He's jumping on the wagon.
The Carter show got Brock Purdy ahead of Jalen Hurts. So,
this is different takes, man. But
yeah.
I don't think we have no pressure. I disagree, dude. You need to be more realistic about it, bro. Come on, dude. Be realistic. At least have an understanding that we're not even the top seed right now. We're like number 2. We're number 2.
Yeah, you're the number 2 seed. Yep. He said, "You healthy now? Your QB's been ish. Who cares? Even go ahead. You can read that."
Well, if you look at it this way, dude, you are talking out of like bias, bro. You're not being realistic. Like, what pressure are we having, bro? We are playing with a third string quarterback. The season's supposed to be over, right? That's what the narrative's been saying. The Eagles, they are the team. They have a far better team as far as like collectively. Like everybody's saying Jalen Hurts, bro. I've said it from a couple years ago. This guy was going to be a starting quarterback. I said when the Eagles drafted him, it was going to be insurance policy for Carson Wentz. But I said in the next 2 years, this guy is going to be a damn good starting quarterback.
Yep.
People didn't take me serious then, but I'm correct about it.
Yep. Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2017. We beat Tom Brady. Y'all won in 1995. Come on.
Dude, this is why Eagle fans don't take Rams fans as serious, bro. You're the one that hurt Carson Wentz. You're the ones that injured him. The Nick Foles story.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I want to thank you, by the way. Thanks. I mean, I was mad that Carson Wentz was hurt, but if it wasn't for that, Nick Foles, so it is what it is.
Not upset, Grandizer. I'm just speaking facts, bro. My mic is probably too loud. Maybe that's what it is.
No, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
I like to be a little realistic, but funny. But
exactly.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
For those people saying we have pressure, we don't. Not really. The expectation is when we were injured to our third string quarterback, the season was already written off. Nobody knew who Brock Purdy was, and I don't think anybody did then. So let's fair the even game, bro. Pressure's on Eagles.
Yeah. You're saying there's no pressure. Get your excuses in order.
There is no pressure, dude. You don't get the pressure, bro. We're on to a third string quarterback. If anything else, this would be an accomplishment season, bro, because it's hard to do that with 3 quarterbacks. Come on, man.
Exactly. Now, let's get to the coaching. I don't need to ask you this question, but I got to anyway. So, I'll let you talk about it. What does Kyle Shanahan have to do to beat this Eagles team? Because I really don't need to say it, but go ahead.
Wait, what does Shanahan has to do to win this game? It's just he has to make sure this offense is unpredictable.
And your defensive coordinator too. I forgot about him.
Oh, he used to play for you guys, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, for the game plan, Shanahan's going to have to stick with the formula. Don't try to make Brock Purdy the hero. Try to make it easy for him. And what I mean by that is to establish the running game. Make it simple to where if nobody's open, let McCaffrey be the option or try to get it to Kyle Juszczyk. Find some simple executions, and then it builds on. On defense, try to find a way to limit those runs. Because if we can stop the running game, there's no way you guys are going to score like the same amount of points you had the previous week. So it's gonna be a close game. That would be the one thing I'm more focused on is to stop your guys' running game at least. Limit that. Force Jalen Hurts to beat us with his arm at least.
Exactly. And for me, for Nick Sirianni, Shane, and Gannon, well, Shane, because Nick Sirianni don't call plays, but for Shane Steichen, call a good game plan. If you gotta look, you gotta run all over Nick Bosa. That's what I almost got. You gotta go ahead.
Yeah, Nick Bosa. But here's this one take, dude. Like Shay, to be honest with you, bro, I never even thought of this kid, dude. So most of us fan base didn't even have an idea what Brock Purdy could be. So you can say at this point he is better because he's not making mistakes. He's a less mistake version of Jimmy Garoppolo. But if you were telling me like a few months ago, I would have told you you're out of your mind. Like most of our fans were thinking the same way. We weren't sure about Brock Purdy then because we knew him. Like when I saw the draft pick, I said, "Oh, this guy's going to be a camp body. This guy's going to probably be on our practice squad. He's probably not going to even make the team because we signed Nate Sudfeld to be that third string quarterback, and it turns out he did pretty good in the preseason as the hype of Jimmy Garoppolo 2.0, I guess."
Yep. So for coaching, Shane, you got to run all over Nick Bosa. You're going to have to because if you don't and you pass the ball, which you can do because Jalen Hurts can throw a deep ball to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. And we saw what he did to Quez Watkins against the Minnesota Vikings, so he can do it. But you got to start by running the ball first. You got to. You got to run all over Nick. You got to because they're good against the run. Well, show them that you can continue the run. If you got to pass the ball, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, give Quez Watkins some touches. They're worried about Dallas Goedert, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. They're not even worried. Who the heck is Quez Watkins? Introduce yourself, Quez. I need Quez Watkins in this game because they don't know who the heck Quez Watkins. Who the heck is Quez Watkins? Well, show him, Quez. On the defense, you got to make Brock Purdy a rookie. It hasn't been done. CG can tell you, it hasn't been done yet.
It hasn't been done in the history yet, but you know what? History has changed. You know, the previous years, there hasn't been a team that hosted a Super Bowl at their home field until the last 2 years. So is history possible? You know, is this becoming a Cinderella story of the last pick in the draft? We'll find out. But hey, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, if we get to the conference with this third string quarterback, that is something to put your head up high because, dude, no, that's remarkable to get a quarterback in that pick. It tells you how terrible the scouting department was, maybe.
Exactly. So you got to get your hands on Brock Purdy because if he gets his hands on George Kittle or Ayuk or CMC or that 1-2-3 punch known as Debo, I don't know what to tell you. You got to get to Purdy before you get his hands on Debo. Don't let him get to Debo. Remember, whoever Ayuk jumped over in 2020, you better remember that. You better have that on the camera or in the film room. I want the defense. I need Sue, Joseph, Jordan Davis. I want y'all to be in the film room watching McCaffrey. Get your hands on Purdy, because if he goes after those weapons, oh my God, it is going to be a game. And special teams, you got to do something, because special teams needs, Go ahead, CG.
If you guys could have a great special teams, which has been the issue with this team. I mean, the return kicks, man, we're going to have to play it smart. I don't know who your return man is, but he needs to have something good.
Yes, he does. Whoever it is, I don't care if it's Boston Scott. I don't care if it's whoever it is. You're going to have a special teams play, because they're going to score some points. We're going to make our prediction in a few minutes before we wrap up. They're going to make some points. You're going to need some special teams help. You're going to need some special teams help. Go ahead, CJ.
Yeah, special teams. That's going to probably be one of the aspects of that phase. It can determine whether whether the field position can get us to this game or not. Like, this is going to be a lot of a close game, and anybody's kind of said, we didn't score this much points, but is it because our defense held on pretty well, or is it because that other team just didn't look that great? We make any other team look bad. So take away the early games of the season. We are 12-0.
Exactly, man. All right, let's go ahead and make our prediction. Now, I already made mine, but if y'all want to know, I don't think this is going to happen, but this is coming from my heart. But hold on. CG, keep up the great content, bro. All love. Go Rams, the Eagles this week.
Well, salute to Shea. I just think he gives me a little more juice, and there's nothing against him. We talk behind the scenes on Twitter. We're cool. It's just we mess around. So it's like everything's okay. I just like to feed off of his little tweets here and there.
Yeah. Yep. Family business. I know. It's family business. Just like me and the Cowboys, it's like y'all with the Rams and everybody else. I know it's family business. I know this prediction is not going to happen. I hope it happens, but I'm just wishing it happens. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it might be shorter. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to give two predictions. My first prediction is what I hope happens. The second one is what I think is going to happen. What I hope is 30-20 Birds, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I'll say it'll be lower. It'll come to a field goal by Jake Elliott. 20-17 Birds. That's what I know will probably happen, because that 30-20 ain't going to happen. So I'm thinking 20-17, because it's going to be a close one. Okay. It's going to be close. So I'll say 20-17 Birds.
Okay. So I'll do exactly what you said, what I hope for and what I see happening. Okay. Yeah. So what I really hope for is a 41-27 or a little more like that. But, that's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. No. Realistically, I say it's going to be 24-29ers. That's what's going to – I see it come down to the wire. It can be a close game, but we can all hope for something like you just said. We can all hope for it.
Exactly. Yep. Before we go, the player of the game for you, CG, and I'll get to mine.
Okay, player of the game. So if we had to pick two sides of, or I guess two sides of the
offense and defense, and probably special team if we got you.
Okay, so let's start off with special teams since it's not the most talked about at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, Ray McLeod, I am asking for you to step up on the field position and hold on to the freaking ball. Okay? Hold on to the ball. Okay, and on defense, Dre Greenlaw, just do your job. Stay disciplined. Make some consistent plays, man. You've been a dog all season, bro. You've been making some key plays. If you can force those turnovers, bro, it's a key factor of what we can do in this game. So offense, I know I've been kind of like too much of a fan of this kid, and I'm still going to ride with Juwan Jennings. It's going to all come down to third down clutch or maybe in the red zone. So Juwan Jennings, better watch out for this guy. He can be a factor in the running game where he blocks, or he can be a factor on those third down conversions or the red zone. So it's one or the other. Those are my players that I would choose.
Yep, and for me, special teams, Kavon Wallace, because you've been doing great on special teams. I'm going to need that more because they got some good special teams players. I mean, punt returners on the 49ers. Defensively, Hassan Reddick. 17 to 16 sacks from you since this game coming, but I need more than that. I need you to get your hand on Purdy. And y'all already know who the offensive player I want. Jad. For those of y'all who don't know what Jad is, Jalen, AJ, Devontae. All three of you. I said Jad because Jalen, AJ, Devontae, if you want to know. I need Jalen to have a good game. I need Devontae Smith to have a good game. AJ Brown, you've been begging for some touches. Well, I need Nick Sirianni and Shane to give you some touches. So, offense, Jalen, AJ, Devontae. Defense, Hassan Reddick. Special teams, Kavon Wallace. So, any final thoughts before we wrap up, CG?
That's pretty much it, man. Let the best team win.
Let the best team win. Guys, we'll see you guys down the road. May the best team win. This has been Bird Talk and Niner Talk with your boy, Missy Miss, CoolCat YouTube representing Birds, and CG Ruthless. Coming at you with another video. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks, CG. Fly, Eagles, fly, and bang, bang, Niner gang.